Hip abduction. Mark will be demonstrating this exercise from the first progression, which is seated. So you'll see he's just going to tap his toes out to the side. So it's just a small motion side to side. So hip abduction means I'm taking my leg and I'm taking it away from the body and then back to the midline. So you can do the same thing standing. This is the seated version. So Mark is going to come up. He's going to use the support of his chair. So when your students are strong seated, we take them up, holding the back of the chair, and now he's going to start by tapping his toes gently out to the side. The next step, the next progression, would be to lift the legs off of the floor. Now, one thing you might see in your students is they may try to lift their leg too high and they become a leaning tower. So you're going to see them shift side to side, and that can put a lot of torque on that hip joint. So make sure that your students only lift their legs high enough where they can keep that nice straight spine and they're not leaning their body side to side. Mark is alternating sides. To progress this, he can keep all of the motion on one side and then the other side. To add in balance, he can start just doing a light hold, and then when your students are like Mark and they can have that light hold, they're ready for the next progression. And Darcy is going to demonstrate. So now, Darcy is freestanding. There's no chair, no balance aid, because she's strong and sturdy. So think of your higher end experience and Excel students. So she may even just start with just a little tap side to side. Her hands can be by her sides. They can be on her hips. And then she can progress to lifting that leg up. Another progression would be adding in a squat. So she can sink her tush back and then go into hip abduction, lifting her leg to the side. She may even do a combination movement where she lifts her leg 3 times on one side, does a calf raise, and then lifts her leg on the other side. This would be an Excel move. There's a lot of balance, a lot of stability, a lot of control. This is an advanced exercise. One other way you can progress this exercise with more of a balance focus is to stand on one foot and then just to abduct one side at a time. You could have that tap down or keeping the foot up off of the ground. Thank you, Darcy. That is hip abduction.